Hello everyone, my name is Coco and I'm from grade A421. Staring at this silver shimmering name badge that said Debater Coco, nothing special the card is, but an irreplaceable recognition of my identity as a debater. It draws me in a flashback the day Miss Ma gave it to me after a Chinese debate competition, which was a disastrous failure for me. The summer holiday before the competition was one of my greatest success in debate competitions because I won an international Chinese debate tournament. I was full of confidence in myself and in my fantastic teammates, and it still was when we had just finished the competition, the first round. What the judge said actually blew my mind. Unbelievably, we lost the round, and we received nothing from the judge, neither weak point or improvements we could make. I was shocked and stood still for nearly 5 minutes. However, there was another round coming up the next day, so we packed our anger and disappointment up, threw it away, and worked many times harder than before. We discussed about the topic and improved our argument on the phone till midnight and continued in the early morning, 6:30 a.m. You reap what you sow, you will say, but I would say reality hurts. We lost in 2 rounds and were knocked out from the tournament. What's funny is we've never known why we lost. I blame myself, condemn myself for not winning for the team, and actually doubt myself for why didn't I help enough because I was the captain. I once felt lost. One day, Miss Ma was invited to talk about the competition on the assembly. She said, I saw how hard our team tried, and they performed beautifully, especially Coco as the captain of the team. She did really well, so don't ever feel sorry about anything since it's only one tournament. This actually pulled me from my low period. Except for this experience, my debate journey was never peaceful. I overvalued the result and overlooked the core. Be brave to speak out and raise awareness for minorities and world issues. This was a competition that nearly dosed my enthusiasm, but also the one that reshaped my passion. My clarity, what's left is to keep going further and embrace the uncertainties and downfalls. Because I think that debate competitions are really weird. Even though you are an experienced debater who has won numerous championships or second places, you will go through failures. Like me, I won a second place and broke into semifinals, but I've been through so many big and small failures before and after these successes. What matters is to keep on going and to embrace the next mighty step. So what is this kind of mindset, this status called? Being resilient, being tough, or invulnerable? Well, there is actually a special term for this, that is antifragile, first being coined by Taleb, the author of the book Antifragile and the book Black Swan. It is the opposite of fragile, which means to thrive and grow and exposed to volatilities, uncertainties, and challenges. It might be a little bit difficult to understand through words, so here is a simple example. A cube is resilient because it remains the same after being hit, whereas the tennis ball, it bounces back when it hits the bottom. It rises after being hit, and that is what we call anti-fragile. Being anti-fragile not only meant hand to me in debating, but also in countless other aspects, such as sailing. Speeding on waterways, showing through the changing wind, there is never a stable moment on the ocean. On the 26th January 2023, I had my very first experience both in sailing in winter and participating in a competition. The wind in winter was like 10 times stronger in summer. It tore my clothes and drilled in through the crevices. With a sudden shake, I instantly lost balance and the boat flipped over completely. There was no chance for the others to spot me from far away. The waves went up and down, continuously pushing me under. I sank in the breathtaking cold water and cannot climb up, but only waited for rescue. Outside on the open water, expecting for passing boats was like daydreaming, just a hope. My friend was resting nearby, about 15 meters away from me, which wasn't a long distance, so I yelled as hard as I can. Scary thing is, she didn't even look up, like there was no one shouting. I shrieked, but no help came. That's when I realized all we could hear was rolling waves and screaming winds. I stayed in the water for more than 5 minutes. Numbness, dizziness, suffocation came. This was when I was the closest to death ever. I got rescued, and when I got home, my mom asked me, "Do you want to quit?" To be honest, I did think of stopping because of the extreme weather. But that sailing, I thought, there's never a moment fully under your control, so why not give it a try? I kept competing the day after, and unbelievably, I actually did it even better than previous days. And my final rank moved up 2 places. I've been sailing for more than 5 years. Well, almost 5 years. It had become an important part of me. I placed myself in wind and waves and to instability. I need to seize every single breath of the wind, since every tiny wobble in the wind. Life is about to sail on. You can never predict your future. However, you are no longer the one as you were before after crossing through these storms in your life. Youth initially contains the property of adaptability and possibility. The only thing that never changes in this world is change itself. To adapt, we need to be anti-fragile. And I believe the power of youth is someday in the future, you will be reminiscing your tears with appreciation. I guess a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Thank you.